From Daikin Park in Houston, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Houston Astros. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Well, Singy, this ballpark's still among the game's best. When the roof is open, it feels like an outdoor ballpark, and then you have the shade and the cool when the roof is closed.
Yeah, and formerly Tal's Hill out there in center. You still have the Crawford boxes in left, a unique setback in left center field, which causes the left fielders to have to play differently, but there is a lot of character to this place.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball. And today's starting pitcher, Hayden Wesneski.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Smith makes the grab, 1 away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like it could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Up the middle, Pena. Over to first. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
Batting third, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. And now the Astros go to work for the first time. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Daikin Park. And taking the ball for the Mets, Tyler McGill.
They're going to start this one with the opener because of the matchups. Very favorable. I think we're going to see him empty the tank with really good fastball velocity to try to retire these first 3 hitters.
Digging in, Jose Altuve. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Isaac Paredes getting ready to hit. Next offering way upstairs. Altuve on at first, nobody out. Yeah, that's fouled off. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Taylor has a beat on it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting third, the left fielder.
Now we check out the Astros lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Gets under it and pops it up. Baden hauls it in for the out.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
And now it's Christian Walker. And that misses. And it's 2-1. There's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. On the ground. And that's just foul. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. One left for Houston. We played an inning. No score. Back here in Houston. New inning getting started. And now Brandon Nimmo. Late with the swing there.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Nimmo checks his swing, appeal to third, and Joe McDonough says he went around. And now it's Mark Vientos. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Right through there for a strike.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get me over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Two down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Jesse Winker. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs, base is empty.
Nope, that's inside.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the second time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the
Leading up
ballpark.
for the
And here's the
Astros,
catcher,
the
Yainer Diaz.
Yainer Diaz.
And there's the
That's
ball.
ball 2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Next
Ball,
pitch
that's
is
it.
inside. And that's ball 3.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Late on that fastball.
Full count. 3-2.
Out towards left center. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting 6, the shortstop, Jeremy.
And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay. He's in there.
Well, most guys would have a double out of that, but for elite speed like his, that's an automatic double. He's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple? And that's exactly how you do it.
One down, runner at third. Here's the rookie right fielder, Cam Smith. And that one is lifted in the air. Soto going after it. He's got it. Runner tagging and heading for home. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Now it's Brendan Rodgers. Kicks and deals. Swings and misses. Struck him out. But they push across 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We played 2 full. It's the Astros 1 and the Mets nothing. And we're back on to the third inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's the second baseman, Brett Beatty. Hit in the air, left field. Alvarez sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Batting 9, the catcher, number 13, Luis Torrens.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
A late jump, and I
Now
think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Francisco Lindor. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. He's under it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto now.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
Next offering is downstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two on, two outs. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Out to short. Pena. They get the force, and that is the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in Houston, except for the bottom of the third, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. Shortened the bunt and missed it, and the count 1-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider, down and away.
2 strikes.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose Altuve.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Jose Altuve will hit next. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Next offering is fouled back. Altuve, the base runner at first with 1 out. Got it. That K is his 3rd of the game.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. And that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 1-1 now. Foul ball there. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. So the Astros leave one, but they're on top 1-0. Back here at Dyken Park as we go to the top of the 4th. Stepping in, Pete Alonso. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
The batter, number 9, designated hitter, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Just missed. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
One gone runner at first. Mark Vientos, the next to hit. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Not close with that one. Ball 2. Move to first. Nimmo dives back in safely. Man at first, one away. Got him swinging.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Here's Jesse Winker. Fought off foul. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Nimmo off of first with 2 away. Pickoff throw, and he dives back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Mets strand 1. They trail here 1-0. Back here in Houston, and now the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Christian Walker.
That one missed.
Well, these Astros doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
3-2. Hard hit left side. Lindor on to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, catcher Yainer Diaz.
So next up for Houston, Yainer Diaz. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Misses inside. 2 balls and a strike.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
Next one misses. They're down 3-1.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
And that's ball 4. Tried another splitter but missed the spot.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
And that's down and away. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Kodai Senga preparing to come on if needed. Stanek, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Up next for the Astros.
And next to hit for Houston, Cam Smith.
Smith.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Next to hit, Brendan Rodgers. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Astros 1 and the Mets nothing. We go to the top of the fifth, and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Chop back up the middle. Rogers tosses to first, and a quick out, number one.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Brett Beatty.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. One down, base is empty. Center field. They got it for out number 2.
The catcher, number 13, Luis.
And now the
Torrens.
catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torrens. Up the middle. Rogers on the run, sends it over to first. On the money. Nice play. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Astros 1 and the Mets nothing.
Now pitching for
Back
the Mets.
now to start the bottom of the fifth and taking over on the mound, Kodai Senga.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
So up next,
Leading up
Jake
for
Myers.
the Astros, the center fielder, Jake Myers.
Hard ground ball, base now. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over
next,
that one.
for the
Smashed
Astros,
that one through the infield
the
for the
designated
knock.
hitter,
When it's hit that
Jose.
hard, it makes it very tough on the
Jose.
infielders to make any sort of play. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Squirts away a little bit.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Myers into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Myers leads off second with nobody out. Just off the inside corner. 3-2 now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take the bait.
You get a walk, and you get a walk.
Now batting, the
Everyone
third
gets a
baseman,
walk, Boog.
Isak Paredes.
First and second, no outs. And stepping in for the Astros, Isak Paredes. First and second, no outs. Last half of inning number 5. Fouled off. He was late. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is even, 2-2. In the dirt, blocked. The kick, the 3-2. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Now the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez. And that drops in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Two outs. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 2 left for the Astros, but they lead it 1-0. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Ronel Blanco.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Nobody out. Lindor has a chance to tie it.
Lindor.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Myers settles underneath it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now it's Juan Soto.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
One down, base is empty. So now 1-2. Activity in the bullpen. Brian King, the left-hander, up and throwing. Contreras warming up as well. Next offering misses down and away. 1 out, base is empty. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 2 down, nobody on. And that is downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike. Just missed. Brandon Nimmo to bat next. Next offering is fouled back. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And the polar bear strikes out. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6. And the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Astros 1 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch misses. The count now 2-2. And there's a ball. In the air out towards right center. Soto going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away.
Now batting the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena digs in now. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
2 outs. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one misses. It's 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Right through there. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Astros are down quietly, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Astros.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
74.
Ryan King.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now it's the
Leading off for
DH,
the Mets,
Brandon
the designated
Nimmo.
hitter, Brandon Nimmo.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball 2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you get the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Jesse Winker getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air to left center, Alvarez makes the catch, and that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Stanek.
55.
He's making his 2nd appearance of the season.
Stanek.
So digging in,
Leading
Brendan
up for the
Rodgers.
Astros, the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
The other way, and foul ball. Out to short, Lindor. Handles, throws to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
The center fielder, number 6, Jake Myers.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, It's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Oh, nice play. And that's a great play for the out.
Just love watching this guy do everything. Swing the bat and make great defensive plays just like that. Remember, he won the Platinum Glove in 2016. You know this guy's the real deal defensively.
Two outs, base is empty. So now the Astros designated hitter, Jose Altuve. And that skips into dirt. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they still lead it 1-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Luis Contreras.
Now
these are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves.
73.
Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So now a pinch hitter, Starling Marte.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 3. On the ground right side, Rogers throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. And that is out of play.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Torrens started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Nope, he held back. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one ran inside, almost got him. Lined into left center, base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Late swing, foul to the left. Torrens leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
The count's full.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
3-2 now. Struck him out looking. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. Mets leave 1. They're down 1-0. Staying in the game on defense, Starling Marte. He'll be out center now after pinch hitting.
Number 6.
Well, 1-run game. Now the number 2 hitter, Isaac Paredes. Next offering is in for a strike. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's down and in.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Rocketed out towards right center. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So man aboard. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And a swing and a miss there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Line drive, and it goes just foul. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Ball to strike. Just missed.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Yainer Diaz.
That's a ball.
Headed towards the corner. And a superb diving catch.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
Now pitching for
back
the Astros.
now, and on the mound, the closer, Rafael Montero. A chance at his first save of the year. Well, one-run game, and now the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Ball, that's out.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Onto the track. And he makes the catch.
The bat, number 9, designated hitter,
So last chance for the Mets. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. Ball to strike. The pitch. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. His first homer of the year, and we're all square. It's 1-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Here's a 1-1. That one missed. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Smith makes the catch, and that is that. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. All even at 1 apiece. Back after this on the show. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Reed Garrett.
For the New York Mets.
And now, Jeremy Pena.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Yeah, that's a little bit high.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Edwin Diaz up and throwing. Minter also throwing. Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Now, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
Here comes a pinch hitter for the Astros, Mauricio Dubon. The winning run on base for him. Winning run on base at first, no outs. Runner on the go. Strike in there. The throw, tag, and he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw, quick, not rushed, and accurate.
One down, base is empty. Way outside, and that's ball 2. swing and a miss. Struck him out at a splitter.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Brendan Rodgers up next for the Astros. Trying to send this to extra innings. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Fly ball center field. Marte moves under it. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. 9 isn't enough to decide a winner. So we are off to extra innings. All tied 1-1. So remaining in the game defensively, Mauricio Dubon. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Rick DeMille. On for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And stepping in for New York, Jesse Winker. Swings through that one out in front that time.
3-2.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity, so not a terrible result.
Go ahead run on base, and next for the Mets, Starling Marte. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in extra innings. Puts a bunt down. Paredes to second, but way too late. Safe there.
Now
so bases all loaded up. Baden now at the plate. Headed towards the corner. A dive, and he can't haul it in. One runs in. Here comes Winker. The throw's offline. He's safe. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Rick DeMille departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
so a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Ryan Gusto. On for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Now here is Luis Torrens. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. The Astros have some action in their pen. Brian Abreu, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Hader getting cranked up as well. He goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
So bases loaded with one away. Here's Juan Soto. So they're all loaded up.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Missed inside with the curve.
He might have to look for a different put away pitch right here 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. In the air, left field. And he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Edwin Diaz. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
And now the center fielder, Jake Myers.
You got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
Tying run at the plate. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Sets him down looking. Now only 1 out remaining.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
So they're down to their final out. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. The tying run at the plate.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Man on second, 2 down. They're down to their final strike.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.